Kenobi. Kenobi! Hello there, welcome to Fulcrum and the Force. I'm Jim, this is my channel dedicated to everything Star Wars. And I have a review for you today. This is the Shadow, or the Darth Maul from Rebels, from Padawan Outpost. And oh my goodness me, what a saber. Before we get to the saber, don't forget, if you head over to Padawan Outpost and you use the code Fulcrum when you're checking out, you will get 5% off of your entire order, no matter what that order is. So get over there, get buying. This is a new release, like so new, like this week release at Padawan Outpost. So I had to grab hold of it and just to check it out. This is my favourite version of Darth Maul's lightsaber. Don't get me wrong, I love the classic double-bladed, split in two, the whole shebang. But this is amazing. That's nuts, isn't it? So this is Maul's saber from Rebels. In Rebels, he kind of uses this part as like a walking stick, and then the rest of this part is actually a wooden part of the walking stick, and then when he gets all over the top, it comes out and becomes a double-bladed saber, as we'd always expect from Maul. I've been eyeing up this particular saber for a while. There's been a version that's very expensive that I was like, I'd really like that. But it was just a little bit out of my price range. When I say a little bit, I mean a lot out of my price range. So when I saw that Padawan were getting this, I'm like, hello, thank you very much. It's lovely. And I'll be honest, obviously it's an LGT. That's what Padawan Outpost sell, among other things. Their game, when it comes to sabers, is getting better and better by the saber. Like, this is incredible. Like, how nice this looks. I mean, this is a weapon. Do you know what I mean? Like, look at that. I would say, don't use this for cosplay if you're going to a Comic-Con, because you ain't getting in with that. Don't take it on a plane. Just use it at home. And I probably wouldn't say, I would say don't attempt to spin this. You're going to do yourself some damage. But look how cool it looks. This is a double-bladed saber. This is set up Xenopixel. It's a double-bladed with single button, which we like. I've said before, with staffs, sometimes when you've got the two cores inside, it can cause problems with the gesture controls. But when it's a single button like this, everything's controlled by this, and it just extends to two emitters. So that is super cool. It works on hilts that are double bladed hilts that don't come apart, that aren't, that don't come into two. So yes, thank you. I'm going to put some blades in and we'll see what it looks like with them in. So here it is with the blades in. It's a big fella. Obviously, it's a saber staff, but I mean, come on. How cool does that look? I'm going to go back a bit so you can see it in its full glory. I do have some 36 blades in here, which I personally think are too long. I'm starting to feel more 32s at this point. This is also a 7/8 inch saber. So it's a 7/8 inch blade. So it's the thinner blade. Again, I'm leaning more towards the thinner blades as well. I think they look cool. I don't know how they stand up for like dueling and stuff, but looks wise, I think they look great. And I like the fact that this is a thinner blade due to the fact that obviously it is from Rebels, and that's kind of a thinner blade style anyway. But let's move back a bit. It's quite difficult because I got Christmas trees and whatnot going on in here at the moment. I mean, it's super cool. Oh, I love that. I love the fact that you can just do a quick twist and it starts every single time because it's both controlled on the same core. So again, if you want to change, you can still change the sound font quite easily. That looks quite nice in blue.
The champion.
Oh, nice. So yeah, it does look super cool with the blades in. Now, like I said, I reckon I would go for 32s in this. 36s are a bit much, even though this is technically a smaller hilt for a saber staff. Normally a saber staff is 2 hilts together, so it's probably, you're normally talking, it starts like this length. I know the Maul is like that long, and so then you put 36s in and you can't do anything with it. But even something smaller like this, personally, I would go 32s. You could even get away with 28s, I reckon. If you're a shorter person, 28s in this would be bang on. I did put a couple of 16s in earlier and it looked funny, but I kind of loved it. So yeah, that's always an option. Everything is controlled by obviously your single button. So the speaker actually is here. I'm going to see if I can get it up close to you so you can see. So the speaker's actually here. So you've got really nice sound coming out of here. And also that has color bleed come through it as well, which is really cool. So if you can see there, as I'm getting close when it turns on, you can see the color come through there, which is really, really nice. This is easily a double hand saber, but also if you want to play with it, single hand will work too. I love that. I love the fact that it works every time. Like, amazing. I'm going to take the blades out so I can get another close look for you, because with these blades in, it's not easy and I keep hitting stuff. So here it is. Again, I'll do my best to do a close-up. It's quite difficult because that's a big old piece. It's a really, really nice looking saber. Now, obviously, it's very reminiscent of an Inquisitor's saber because that's what Maul's done. He's gone ahead and he's beaten an Inquisitor, taken his hilt. He clearly broken the ring off and then turned it outwards because normally that ring would bend around here and go all the way around. So he's defeated an Inquisitor, taken his lightsaber and built a new double-bladed saber. With the parts. And obviously then has, disguised it as a walking stick. Like, that's perfect. Like, oh, hello. I love this. This is so good. I say that about a lot of lightsabers, and the truth is, I love a lot of lightsabers. Like, I'm like, ooh, that's new, that's different. I love this, and I love it for what it is, and how it looks. My cat's desperate to come in. And it just, I love how different this is, and come on. What a beast. What an absolute beast of a lightsaber. I am going to have to add this to my collection. I think I've got this feeling in my head. I got a feeling that I'm going to try and get all the sabers that are in Rebels. I think that would be a nice collection to have on the wall, all next to each other, every Rebels saber together. It's my favourite show, and it kind of gives me sort of like an idea of the route I want to go. Now that I've bought so many sabers, I'm like, okay, now it's time to be specific about the sabers I want. So add this. I've got the Kanan. I've got the Ahsoka's. I can pick up the Ezra. I'd like to get Ezra's second saber. I've got Kenobi's. I may have to add an Inquisitor to that. And a Vader, because I don't really own a Vader, which is crazy. But yeah, that's this particular Shadow from Padawan Outpost, available now. Go grab it, because it's real cool, super nice, and not for what is essentially a saber staff, not crazy money either, because it's a single core, and that kind of keeps the cost down, which is amazing. But yeah, woo, I should put that back on red, really, shouldn't I?
The Senate.
Oh, look at the red coming through there. I really like that. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. There we go. Hope you enjoyed that look at the Shadow from Padawan Outpost. I'll be back with more videos. I need to do a review of that, which is my new Shoto that goes with that, which is pretty cool. I'll be doing a full review of that and a bit of a review of that, because I've not done a proper review since I've had it all properly installed. So I will be doing a review of those soonish. Not entirely sure when, but soon. Until next time, I hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget to do the whole like, subscribe, bell. Totally wrong every time. Obviously, we've passed 1,000 subscribers, which is awesome. Onwards and upwards. I'd love to hit 2,000 by June. If you visualize, then you realize. Apparently, I don't know what that means, but it's a thing that I've said. But until next time, don't forget, we are one with the Force, and the Force is with us.